5 years in Florida now, and it's the first thing they told me when I first moved to Florida, that it's going to happen. Once a day during the summertime you're going to get thunderstorms, and it's true. Probably going to have as much for an LP. I've been writing songs for a very long time, and there was a period where a lot of them were lost and destroyed. So, you know, kind of like somebody who is an architect and built something like a building and it burns down, you know, even if you have the plans, your heart in it is not in it, and it's going to be difficult to bring it back and build it the same way you wanted to. So I think what we did was take, you know, some of the embers, maybe some of the bricks from the old songs, and keep them and reuse them, rebuild them. And I think actually now they're probably even going to be better than that. So I like that. And you know, one of the things that I think someone once said, that in a lifetime you can do 7 different careers. And I think 7's a great number. My wife and I both believe in the 7 theory, and my name Ian Losz has 7 letters in it, but more importantly, I'm probably on my 4th career. You know, I've been blessed to be all those things that I set out to do as a kid. I got to play professional sports, I got to write, I got to go to places that I, you know, only read about, and sports was the first vehicle that took me there, later journalism, and now I'm going to try a little bit of music. So, you know, maybe I'm on number 4. Maybe by the time I'm 80 or 90 I'll be doing something else, but that's for another time. Right now I like music, and I love the way it reaches people. So hopefully we can reach some people with this music. We've got some great road stories, and I was fortunate that I had a lot of my friends and people who were close to me that got to travel with me, and could probably fill a great book with those stories, because when you travel like that you meet people and you have different situations. And you know, one of the things about the world that makes it easier is when you know that people travel, that they do face hardships, and you know, when you can be kind of a cushion, kind of a pillow, maybe even a bed for a lot of those people when they're traveling, it's a great feeling. It doesn't have to be much, but what I noticed in some of the poorer places I went to, meaning that they didn't have, you know, a 10-room house, or they didn't have a bunch of vehicles, what they did have was they had good food and they had good drink and had good company. And those things go a long way, because those are the richest people in the world, because they can give and give and give in that, and you can return that, and that's what I love about it. I actually played professional soccer in Europe and some semi-pro hockey in the off seasons, and the publications I work for are few and far between, in the sense that most of them don't exist. Journalism has changed so much. Newspapers that used to be front page and on your doorstep every day are gone. And bloggers have taken their place, and which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's different. And I think part of survival is changing with the times, and I just felt that working for magazines that would come and go wasn't necessarily where I wanted to be when the changes came around. So nowadays I still love the idea that people can write about different things, and it's easier for them, but it also has taken away the professionalism in some instances for people to really become dedicated to a trade. So it's both give and take, and sweet and sour, but I'm just moving on to something else, and right now it's music. Well, I definitely love history, so I definitely would have past artists, and I think I'd probably love to have one more comeback, for maybe for John Lennon and George Harrison. I'd also love to have some other acts that maybe I never got to see, maybe some legends. But music is one of those things that's universal, and I would probably choose people that bring people together, get them talking, get them communicating, and getting them basically on the same page of life. The simple things we all agree on, and I don't care where you're from or what your points of view, whether they're religious or politics, the one thing we can agree is we all want to be happy and we all want to be loved. And those are central themes when it comes to music. You notice the ones that are timeless. Music that's timeless comes from people who sing about, you know, the unhappiness as well as happiness and love. And love is really the factor. Wu Man Chu. This is a shout out for you, Wu Man Chu.